yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Rudolph throwing on second down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Rudolph looking to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action now. Gabbert looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Gabbert. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Gabbert now on 2nd down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gabbert now to throw on 1st down. Throwing deep here for Coleman. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now it's Connor, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he fires one incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And McConnell here over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rudolph going to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Toss play, Connor. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go.
Connor. It to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gone. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Rudolph on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run with Connor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Rudolph Goff now on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So following the interception, here's Gabbert. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go.
On second down, here's Rudolph. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey. 4 down. Watch him now, Barney.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Rudolph. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And New York set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Second down, Gabbert. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And shedding through the tackle. There he goes inside the 30. And then he goes with a juke. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a toss. This is Connor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 4 down. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, Rudolph. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw, Rudolph. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Rudolph looking to throw it. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go.
They get it to him running left. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 73 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Black 39 Philly. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
From the gun, Gabbert. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Switzer now to return. They're all fighting off the defender. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Now let's go.
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Rudolph. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team They lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You got 4.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Come back, come back.
1st down, Gabbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Gabbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Whitaker. And out across midfield down to the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now let's go.
Rudolph throwing on second down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
No, check. Patriot.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Rudolph off play action. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hurry up, here we go.
Rudolph now to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
The defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
A second down throw for Gabbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession 2 yards away. From midfield at the 48-yard line. Here's Conner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go.
Here's Rudolph. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Come back, come back.
Gabbert now on 2nd down. And he's he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Come back, come back. Set. Green, the line. Green, the line.
Play fake. Gabbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They start with a give to Connor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Lucky 56. Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He gets it to Brown, complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Blue 90.
Rudolph on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Tight end right.
Play action. It's Rudolph. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
3-19.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Steelers send out their punter now. as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And look at this. It's a fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the counter, it's Corral. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, it's Corral. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Corral. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The drive will start with Connor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Four down. Check.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And the Steelers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw, Rudolph. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Rudolph. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So he's hit Pater twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.